A true story of a man kidnapping and killing several young women in Florida in the 1970s. Here's my review of The Man in the White Van. The Man in the White Van is based on a true story of a man called Billy Mansfield in Florida in the 1970s who kidnapped and killed several young women. In this film, we meet Annie, played by Madison Wolfe, who lives in Florida in the 1970s with her older sister and her younger brother, and her parents, played by Astin and Larter. Annie's older sister gets all of the attention, so she starts to get into a habit of exaggerating stories and exaggerating events about what happened to her, and then nobody believes her. And then one day, when she's going home from school, she notices a white van following her home. And every night she sees a man outside of her bedroom window smoking and just looking at the house and looking at everybody in the house. But unfortunately, nobody believes her. The Man in the White Van is directed by Warren Skills, and this film is his second film after the film Thespians from 2010. I won't give away what happens at the end of this film, but I'm just labeling this a spoiler review because I'm going to talk about the plot details of what I did and didn't like about the film. The Man in the White Van is a well-acted film that has an interesting premise, but it just takes far too long to get going. The film jumps back, forward and backwards in time. We see the man in the white van. He's kidnapping several women over several years, and then jumps forward in time where we meet Annie, and she's been stalked by this man in the white van. To get a little bit repetitive about halfway through the film. At that point of the film, I kind of just wished the man in the white van would hurry up and get out of his van and start doing something to Annie, because there's just too many false alarms in this film. Too many instances where Annie thinks, oh, something's happening, but actually it's just a false alarm and somebody else. For example, there's a couple of scenes where her father, Astin, he comes home from work, and they try this 2 or 3 times where, oh no, is it who is the man in the white van is coming into the house, and then the door opens and the key turns, and then it's actually her father, and they tried this trick 2 or 3 times. We have to wait until about the 1 hour and 15-minute mark of the film until we actually get to the tension part of the film. And it's a shame because once we get to the suspense part of the film, the director clearly knows what he's doing. It's very well staged. He knows how to build suspense. So I just wish it didn't take so long to get to this part of the film. If you're watching this film, if you want to know more details about this serial killer, Billy Mansfield, you won't get it in this film. It doesn't give any detail whatsoever. You actually even don't get to see the man in this film. You just kind of see the back of his head. And then when you do see him from the front, it's very dark and shadowy, so you don't really get to see what he looks like. So if you're interested about the real serial killer, Billy, then you're not going to get it with this film. The ending of this film is very unsatisfying. It's kind of like open-ended, and if you're kind of person that really needs his boxes ticked and then a satisfying conclusion, then you're not going to get it with this film. I give The Man in the White Van 2.5 stars out of 5. It's very well acted, but it just takes too long to get going. We have to wait until almost towards the end of the film for the suspense part to start, and yeah, but the director does know how to set a very well staged scene, but it just takes too long to get there. Thanks for watching. What did you think of The Man in the White Van? Comment below what you thought of the film. See you next time. Bye.